Hello, again. Face. As you can see, I'm still suffering from a hangover from Saturday. I'm tired. I gotta go to Liverpool. So it turns out I move in tomorrow. Is like the official moving date, 1st of April. Got my keys, and he rang yesterday to tell me there's no running water in your apartment. So there's basically no civilization in my apartment. That's possible right now. So yeah, I'm gonna go up there anyway to pick up my keys, do the induction, drop some stuff off that I can drop off now. And then I gotta go and pick something up for my mum. My mum's gone to my grandmother's, Mother's Day, right? So, and then she's coming back here. My younger brother's then coming down with his wife and kids. So basically I have to go to Liverpool, do my flat thing, grab some stuff from my mum, come back here, spend the rest of the evening with my brother and mum and stuff, do the Mother's Day thing. So yeah, I'm pacing around right now, about to go to Liverpool, so I'm going to send this before I go. I crashed out last night, don't remember falling asleep. It's weird, I think since I've been working, I just can't sleep more than like 6 or 7 hours. It doesn't matter how tired I am now, because you probably hear me moan about being tired a lot, and you're probably like, this guy's constantly tired. So I'm just going to stop saying that now. I'm not tired, I'm just choosing not to sleep that much, it would seem. At least my body is. It's just like 6 or 7 hours, and I sort of wake up. I don't know. It's a good thing, right? I mean, you're waking up with purpose and meaning. You want to get up and do things and whatever. So, I'm not going to moan about it. And although say I'm tired now, I won't be in like an hour or something. So, just that I woke up at like 10:30, which is kind of weird for me. I woke up really late in the middle of the night as well. I was like super thirsty, and I just stayed up for like half an hour, 45 minutes. Yeah, anyway, weirdly enough, actually, I found this out not long ago, is that we as people always used to actually have like a 2-cycle sleep, I think it is. So, like, and not that long ago, like 150, 200 years ago, I think, like most people would like sleep in 2 cycles, so you would go to sleep at like 7 p.m. until like 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. I think. And then you'd wake up, and then you'd do stuff for like a couple of hours, and then you'd go to sleep again for 3 or 4 hours before the sun came back up. And we've always slept like that. So it's always been like a 2-tier cycle sleep. It's only like in the last, I think, like 150 years or something, since like the Industrial Revolution, when, you know, the 9-to-5 job became about, that everyone just slowly transitioned over to, like, you know, you go to sleep once and then you wake up and then you go to work. Not like you sleep and then wake up, read a book, have a cup of tea, and then go to sleep again. I'm digressing and chatting shit once again, but whatever. And you might want to check that on the internet. I might have just made all that up, but I'm sure I read that somewhere from a really long time ago. So, yeah. So I hope you had fun. How am I holding this? I hope you had fun yesterday. I'm sure you did. And I'm sure the people around you did. Because you were there. Mrs. Positive Vibes. Ms. Positive Vibes. Yeah, so in terms of everything else, when I say everything else, in terms of everything else in my life right now, I think it's pretty good, which sometimes makes me suspicious. I don't like thinking like that, but you know, when things are going quite nicely, you sort of get a little bit, okay, where are you going to balance it out? Where's the balance coming? I shouldn't think like that, should I? You tell me off, Butterfly Queen. It's a bad king. It's a bad butterfly king. So yeah. I don't know what I'm kind of like driving my car, like looking around for idiots and stuff. Okay, is someone going to ram me or something? Like, you know, someone going to come hurtling around that corner on the other side of the road or something. So yeah, I shouldn't think like that, but whatever. It's funny. I'm humouring myself more than anything. I'm not like be serious, right? And yeah, Friday night was just. I've just come out to have fun with my friends, guys. You know, like my close friends as well. Like Tom, not like everyone. You know, sometimes you feel like you're sharing your like energy around too many people. You know, and like the older I've gotten in life, I've become a little bit more kind of selective with. You know. I feel like I'm like kind of like a battery. Like if my emotional energy is in like a battery, right? I have like so much capacity to give, and like people can wear it down. And I'm just a lot more conscientious now. I'm older than probably what I used to be about how I share that energy out in between who, you know. And although I'm considerate towards like these people like crying about like their lives, you know, I'm not that close to them, you know. I'm not the person you should be confiding in about things like that. You know, I'm like 8 people removed from the people who love you and stuff, you know. And although I might talk about difficult things or whatever, maybe with people who aren't so close to me, it doesn't. I would never put them in a situation where I made them feel like worried about me, I guess, you know. I'd kind of say it, but in passing or whatever. And I don't know how I'm articulating this, but yeah. And weirdly, one of them. So you know, I was talking about getting my hair cut. So I haven't got a cut, by the way. I'm gonna get a cut. The girl who like does the mobile hairdressing. So she was one. So she starts having this conversation. Her ex-boyfriend is with me, Damo. So I'm kind of conscious of that, right? Her ex-boyfriend's with them. They split on good grounds, apparently, and they generally don't want to be with each other, and there's no, like, bitterness or anything, apparently. And Charlotte, she is bipolar, like, I've known that. So she has, you know, big swings up and big swings down. But it was just weird. I didn't know if she was going to punch me or hug me. It's so confusing. It was like this passive-aggressive, like crying, and you know, everyone thinks I'm happy and like super energetic and like this free spirit and blah blah blah, and people don't really know me, like, you know, I never show them the negative and the downside of me and my character and stuff because I'm trying to protect them. It was all a bit kind of virtuous, if you know what I mean, like a bit kind of, and so I'm not I literally didn't say anything, I'm just listening, right? And I'm like, I don't want to act dismissive or anything because it's like someone just like gushing out, you know. And I must have said something along the lines of, you know, I'm sorry to hear like you're going through these difficulties. And then it was like, you know, fuck off, I don't want your sympathy. Like, don't give me your sympathy. And and at that point I'm kind of like, well, why are you coming to me then? Like, you know, what do you want me to say? I don't know what you want me to say. You know, I'm not. It was just really confusing. And in the end, like, Tom kind of saved me a little bit, came over. Her friends came over and stuff. And she came up later, like an hour later, and was like, oh, you know, thank you for listening. It was just, you know, and I'm like, oh, I could have done without that. And I kid you not, within like half an hour, this person from school used to know my younger brother, Kizzy's like, oh, you're Elliot's brother. Yeah. I'm like, probably, I don't want to get into any more conversation. I'm here to spend it with my close friends, like Tom and them lot. And then that was another, like, just... So yeah, I really didn't enjoy that, like, 3 hours, 4 hours of just nonsense, of confusion, and like just feeling like you're a shrink and people come up to you with your problems. I spoke to my mum about it last night, and she was just like, yeah, thing is, like, you only have to say a couple of sentences sometimes, like, you know, to make people think about something else, and then they're immediately like, oh, I never thought about that. And then they want to continue. I was like, no, Mum, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking I said something like really interesting, and then it kind of spurred them on to talk, you know, and open up. I didn't. I fucking didn't. I didn't say anything. It's just like this stuff. I don't know. Maybe I've got one of these faces. I've got a shrink face. You know. I don't know. It bothered me though. I also have not just a shrink face. I have a resting bitch face. Apparently. That's my resting bitch face. Why people think I'm angry with them all the time. Are you alright, mate? Yeah, I'm fine. Why? Oh, it's just you resting bitch face. It's fine. Yeah, so I'm gonna go to Liverpool, sort my stuff out. If I get time, I'm gonna kind of run along the beach just for the hell of it. It's like a 5-minute walk, so I'm literally gonna run to it and then just run across it, and I probably won't run across it actually. I'm thinking I'll film it if I do it, and if I'm filming it, I'm not gonna run across it. So, but I'll try and go there, and then I can show you some of the sea. When's the last time you've been to the coast, by the way? Summer's coming up, right? So, I've just reconnected as well with a friend of mine in he lives in St. Ives. He's called the Dirty Vegan. We actually fell out a long time ago over veganism. So, when you heard me talking about your veganism before, don't worry, I'm not like... I'll explain it another time. It's kind of like a long story. But, yeah. Remind me sometime and I'll explain how. It's not like the fact that he became a vegan, we fell out. It was just, yeah, it got a little bit cultish sort of thing with him. And it wasn't just me. He like kind of, like unfriended, I guess. I don't mean unfriended just in the Facebook sense, but in the like actual sense of telling people to, I'm not your friend anymore because you believe in X, Y, Z. Yeah, and that was what, 1.5 years ago. And over this weekend, he messaged me and like we like refriended on Facebook, and yeah, it's a long story, but that's made me quite happy actually. It's nice to know he's kind of got some balance again. I mean, he's a vegan still, but just not the kind of crazy, you know, the rest of the, you're either with us or against us, and if you're against us, you know, you're not even worthy of breathing type thing. I mean, it's kind of like Nazi related. It's kind of like, you know, what, exterminate all the humans that aren't abiding to your particular way of balancing your life against the backdrop of the universe. Yeah, things aren't that simple. I think everyone wishes they were, but they're not. So yeah. So I'm going to go because there's 30 minutes of you being like, well, that was fun, Lloyd. Thanks a lot for saying absolutely nothing once again, and we'll speak to each other soon. Yeah, if you want to talk today, I mean, call me. I'm always a little bit conscientious of calling you because I know you're like kind of might be among around people and stuff, and I don't want to take you away from it, and I don't want any friends being like, oh, it's that guy again, you know, rolls eyes. Yeah, the one who just talks nonsense. Yeah. If you happen to show Sophie a little clip, don't show me. Don't show her. Don't show her. Don't show me ranting into the screen. You can show this. Hi, Sophie. Move on from this bloke. This thing. I don't know if you can call him a bloke. It doesn't sound much like a bloke to me, from what I've known. So, yeah, move forward. And hey, I have some beautiful friends as well, so just going to put that out there. Yeah, so I'm going to go. I miss your voice and your, you know, soul, really. So, yeah. Sorry, I'm really crap at holding this phone. I will, well, no, you text me and let me know if I see, I'm all over the place. I don't know where I'm going anymore, this conversation. I'm trying to say goodbye, but I kind of don't. I don't want to. I'm kind of hoping you're going to talk back to me. It's like, no, Lord, this is a one-way thing, bro. It's not going to happen. But, so, have a nice day, Butterfly Queen. And, I'll talk to you later, hopefully.